Can we go to the Wizard though?
Yeah,
because it's not really Halloween anymore. But if you wanted to have like a darkness, a dark sort of,
I was going to invite the Wizard to Thanksgiving.
No, he's still thinking a lot about Halloween. There's a huge banner ad for Cate Blanchett's Tar on my screen that I can't get rid of, and it's like half the screen.
Oh,
when I need to adhere roof tiles or stop one of the wet bandits, I only reach for one brand, and that's Cate Blanchett's Tar. A lot of people said it was strange for me, Cate Blanchett, to create my own line of tar, but when other tars on the target couldn't stack up.
You don't know what's in my heart.
You don't know what's in my heart. You don't know what's on my roof.
Acting is what I settled for, but tar is my passion.
It's the stickiest pitch imaginable. I can catch Cinderella on this thing.
Okay.
Cate Blanchett.
I've spent 2 decades perfecting Cate Blanchett's. Everything else has been funding for this moment.
My little secret, it's delicious.
Okay.
It's great on your roof, great on toast. Enjoy.
Cate Blanchett's Tar.
This is how to act evil. A villain is usually the most fun character to play, but making that kind of evil truly scary and believable takes hard work. If you aren't sure how to act evil for your role, it helps to start from the outside and work inward. Once you have the perfect look for your evil character, you'll be able to focus on creating a sinister persona.
I want to just create a little asterisk there and say evil character, most fun to play, little asterisk down at the bottom, except Deadpool. Because it looks like Mr. Reynolds is having a blast with that character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it seems like it's a villain, except Deadpool at the bottom.
So here's the first step, and it is to choose the right clothing. Evil is for the photo on this one, for the little doodle, for the little illustration, they have a dude like pulling off a t-shirt, but it's not like really germane to what the question is about.
Okay.
And I'll slack the image to you guys because it's like that's what you guys went with, is just like, here, wear dark clothing because that's the traditional clothing of a bad boy. But like then they sent this. He's like cut and yeah.
Whoa.
It's
all
like
right.
Choose the right clothing. Evil is typically associated with dark, foreboding colors. So when you're planning a costume for a villainous character, that's the color palette that you should start with.
Well, this drawing is like a photo they took too soon. It's like they started drawing it, and the guy they were drawing wasn't ready yet.
It's you could see. Okay, so you see a chest, and then hands are pulling a shirt almost all the way off, and the face is
on. It is a dark color.
That's true. Yeah, he's probably putting on a dark color. What a bizarre time to draw this image.
Guy. Yeah. And let's step out. This is not how to do a costume. I think people who come to this article looking for help want to be a real baddie. And so you got to consider the genre of baddie you want to be when planning your costume. You have to take the type of scene you're working in, as well as the time period into account. For example, while a villain in a Western and an evil character in a futuristic sci-fi play might both wear black, the outfits will likely be very different otherwise. Man, yeah. I wish there really was a futuristic sci-fi play. All plays I go to is just like people singing about like the newspaper not going good.
Dad just went and saw Back to the Future in London, which is a pretty futuristic sci-fi play if you ask me.
Unless you know about something that I don't, vis-a-vis like time travel.
Well, no, it's just like the time that he goes to in the future in that movie, we already did do that one. And so like I would argue it's not so much future sci-fi. But if there was one where like spaceship was there and like they had like a Star Wars music like play with like lightsabers and like Jedi babes and like all that cool shit.
Well, Griffin, I'm sorry, that's not actually futuristic because I don't know if you know this. Star Wars actually happened a long time ago.
Okay, but you know what I mean, like spaceship,
good
future
point.
sci-fi.
It's actually historical fiction.
Add sinister accessories, like a spiky eye patch.
Spiky collar,
spiky wallet chain. Fucking,
wallet chain sinister, right?
Yeah, plaid. Plaid Vans. Fucking Jinko jeans.
Yeah, some goggles.
Hat.
Some goggles.
Jamiroquai hat.
Jamiroquai hat. Jamiroquai style, beliefs. Jamiroquai Faith. All it really takes, guys, is a mustard seed of Jamiroquai Faith.
That's how you walk on walls and on the ceiling. You just have to believe.
True. Go for sleek hair. There may be a variety of hairstyles that work well for your character. A sleek, slick back do is usually a traditional look for an evil character. Pomades work best when slicking back short hair. Clay-based formula gives you
a
blah, blah, blah,
wild
blah.
generalization.
Is it? Though?
Yeah, it is like maybe like a 60-40 split. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
I'm going to cut ahead. Well, do develop a menacing stare. That's the last one of
that
those.
is important.
Huge.
Yeah,
Avoid
that's fair.
looking away and blinking. It's hard, but if it was easy to be an evil baddie, then everyone would do it.
if I could do that, if I was capable of that, I'd probably be doing a lot better, like socially. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like I
Oh,
can't.
yeah.
That's my bad. Like I can't.
Yeah, if I could stare into people's eyes for more than a second or two without having to then look away, I wouldn't need to be an evil guy.
Yeah.
I could be a
If I wasn't always staring at people's eyebrows,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to look directly into their eyes, and they would see
yeah.
it.
Let's
you
get
know,
fun.
Oh, the
true
magic.
nature.
The magic in your
let's
heart.
have audio fun though, because this is sounding the part. Make your voice deeper. While a specific character might call for a certain type of voice, villains traditionally have deep, throaty voice that makes them sound evil. If you have a naturally deep voice, you probably don't have to alter it much. However, if your voice tends to be higher pitched, try to give it a lower, more menacing sound. That means you
But
want to
that's
speak.
universally true.
That
Like,
deeper. Travis, please deeper.
Oh, sorry. It's universally. This is also like Batman voice, though. This is
Well,
also like.
The Batman's evil to the Jokers of the world.
that's a good point.
That's a good point, Griffin. Hello, brothers.
So let's do a practice here.
I am Batman.
Whoa, shit.
Whoa,
Identi-
that wasn't me. I don't know what that was. I just
burp the alphabet.
Yeah.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Travis,
That's my
that's
Dr.
good.
Claw.
Fucking
Thank you. That's
wild,
my
dude.
That's my Dr.
Why
Claw.
don't you gotta do more cartoons. That's probably painful, isn't it? That
Oh
hurts,
yeah, I can do it for about 3 seconds. Yeah. It is literal vocal fry. It fries the inside of my throat doing that.
Sure. Identify your chest register by saying the word whoa in as deep a voice as you can. Keep
Whoa.
your hand on your chest as you speak to feel the vibrations. Repeat the exercise several times. It may help to record yourself so you can listen back to what your voice sounds like. We're doing that.
Okay,
So if we all
Justin,
just
you
want to
go.
like put your hand on your chest and just like, yeah. Go ahead, Juice.
Hello.
Hand on your
No,
chest. I can
Justin,
see
hand
you.
on chest and say whoa. Were you paying attention?
Whoa.
Wow, that's
Whoa.
really deep.
Whoa.
Whoa! Wow,
Wow.
that really works.
That really works. Holding it here.
That's
really low.
really
That's really low.
It sounds. This might be
That's
some of our
really
worst
low.
audio yet. Perfect a menacing
That's
laugh.
really good, Justin.
That's so cool, though. I didn't know I could do that.
I'm glad you're having fun with your.
I'm
voice.
glad your villain arc has begun, Justin. Just now
Well,
you have
wait.
to be evil because your voice can do that.
Wait until there's villains in the Avengers Zone steeplechase. You guys are gonna appreciate this.
Yeah, you're gonna freak out.
No, that's
hey,
hey, Justin, please don't break that voice out. It's too scary.
it's too scary. Can you all perfect a menacing laugh for me?
Yeah. No, wait.
But do it like you did in the scary demon voice.
Yeah.
It's gotta be low.
Yeah, it's gotta be low. It's hard to laugh low.
Yeah.
I actually think the most evil thing you can do is to respond like in this way.
That's funny.
Oh, that's so funny.
You're a really funny person. I didn't know you were a comedy guy.
Emphasize.
Why
get
didn't
it.
they call Family
I get
Guy
it.
Comedy Guy if it's gonna be mostly jokes?
Thank you.
Thanks, Juice. Emphasize the right words. When you're trying to act evil, the way you speak your lines is almost as important as the lines themselves. A villainous character should emphasize words that have a threatening connotation or mock the other characters. For example, if you tell another character, "You're pathetic," you may want to make sure you say "pathetic" with a hard edge, so it sounds like you're really twisting the knife.
Or we could hit it another way. You're pathetic. I don't care what anyone. Don't say I'm not pathetic. You're pathetic.
You're the pathetic one.
I didn't say you were pathetic.
I know, but I could see it in your eyes. You're looking at me like I was pathetic, but I'm not.
Hey, man. Listen, I don't want to diagnose, but you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I'd like that.
You're a butthole. Stop being a butthole, Derek.
You're a bully.
What? What'd you say?
You're the bully.
You can't push me around anymore, Derek.
I'm not afraid of you.
What?
Afraid of you anymore, butthole. Give layers to your anger. An evil character likely carries a great deal of rage. I'm getting lightheaded from doing this. You can't do every scene with
your health.
uncontrolled anger. Instead, try to give shades to your character's evil rage according to the story. For example, in an early scene, you may just glare at another character to convey your low-key anger. However, as you approach the climax...
Do you want to hear me convey my Loki anger?
Yeah, sure.
Gosh darn it, Thor!
That was very good.
Make sure you understand what the character is angry about in every scene. Ooh, hold on, wait, stop. I gotta stop you right there, WikiHow. Because you know how every time anyone plays any Batman villain, it does, like, fuck them up. Like, Paul Dano still has to, Paul Dano still has to, like, sleep with all of the lights on. And
and ice around his head.
Ice around
so
his
hot.
head from how hot
So
his
hot there.
fucking
Made his
head
brain
is.
so hot.
It's because he thought, like, it wasn't just like, I'm gonna pretend to be the Riddler. It was also like, but why is the Riddler so angry? But then that seeps into Paul Dano, right? And he's like, I want to punish people with puzzles.
Well, this is why if you're a screenwriter, I don't want to give you notes, but it helps to like write just directly into the script in like parentheses, like you're angry here. And then it's like, I don't have to understand it. You just told me. That's great. I know exactly how to read. In fact, if you could just start, screenwriters, start every line with a parentheses of like angry, happy,
horny,
horny. Anyway, so I don't
hungry.
have to like internalize it in any way whatsoever. I would love that. That would be great. In all my acting work.
Enjoy the pain of others. Part of being truly evil is taking satisfaction.
Enjoy
in
the pain
misery.
of others.
Enjoy the pain of others. When you're trying to act evil, it's important to show how much joy your character gets when other people suffer and convey that, even when you don't have any lines that spell it out. Ooh. Now, WikiHow's kind of giving you permission, carte blanche, to eat up scenery in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't need to make it always about you.
Yeah, like when in sci-fi future in Jupiter Ascending, the stage musical, when the dog man like breaks up with Jupiter and she's like, you can't be in the background like because then you'll get yelled at.
That actually got me fired as a zombie extra in Walking Dead. Every time somebody would get hurt, my zombie would go, and they're like, the zombies don't really laugh, Travis, if you could not. And I'm like, but what is more evil?
And you
than
shout it out like, fuck him up, zombie Michael. And they're like, that's not how the show works.
I was like, well, I was just trying to deepen like the bond between the zombies, and maybe we could have some scenes of just the zombies interacting. And they're like, that's not really what we do. And I'm like, maybe it's time to change. You've been going 19 seasons.
Go ahead, Juice.
I will say, just for the purpose of our argument, though, if you learn to derive joy from the pain of others, and you could still derive joy from the happiness of others, it sounds like a pretty nice life you'd be living.
You're pretty happy.
Sounds like you got a recipe for being happy all the time.
I mean, if everyone does it, that stinks. But one or two
Somewhat happen different.
Someone's got to do it, yeah?
I'm just saying, like, if there were more villains in movies and TV shows that just seemed happy all the time, is that so bad? Because, like, Lex Luthor seems kind of annoying
Holy
all the
shit,
time.
Travis. Top community Q&A. I want to be evil, but I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. What can I do? You can be evil in a broad sense. Seek world domination instead of hurting people individually. The best evil is insidious and seems good. For example, in DC Comics, Lex Luthor is not evil. In his own mind, he's looking out for the good of humanity against the evil alien who has come from Krypton to enforce his vision of justice on our world.
Yeah. He's not explicitly evil, just xenophobic and racist.
He's bad in a lot of ways.
But he doesn't murder banks.
I mean, he's like in that top 0.1% of wealth, and he could be doing way more with his money.
Sure.
But instead, he runs for president and hates illegal aliens.
Right.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Find some humanity for the character is the last tip. Don't do that. That's weak.
No,
shit.
boring.
I hate that shit when it's like in Lord of the Rings when Sauron is like, you know,
and this is my puppy.
He's like, I'm just doing it for my daughter. It's like, I was
weird.
really enjoying, like,
So who do you want me to root for now?
Right, exactly.
I need
That's
the cure to her.
Okay, man.
because then it's like when Frodo cuts his fucking head off.
Right.
I'm not. Am I supposed to feel confused about that?
When Samwise is like doing the like, you know, I'm crouching over you so it looks like I'm farting on you and putting my butt on your face because we beat you. I want to cheer for that wholeheartedly. I don't want to have a moment of like, well, but like
But
his
this
daughter
is
was kidnapped or whatever.
Mr. Freeze is the perfect example of
Yes.
this. You never, ever, ever see Mr. Freeze like making a throne of ice, living it up, enjoying frozen foods. Like, that's not him. Every time you see this motherfucker, it's always like single crack in my globe, frozen tears on the ground, probably a rose.
Yeah.
I'm really sad. It's like such a bummer.
And he's
I've
like,
written some poems. Oh my God.
I wrote poems.
and he's,
no.
and he's like, but my wife died. And it's like, yeah, a lot of people's wives died
Yeah,
because
man.
of your
Batman's parents
cold,
died.
because of your cold gun you made.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, since we're on the subject of Batman organically,
Thank you.
can we just take a second to talk about Pennyworth? Because I kind of lost it a little bit today. Everyone knows that there's a network called Epix,
Yeah.
EPIX, that made a show called Pennyworth.
Yeah.
That is the
And the
show.
subtitle, if I'm not mistaken.
No, don't say it yet.
Okay.
Don't say it yet.
Okay.
Because that subtitle is newly introduced.
I just want to
Okay.
say I don't know about this channel, show, or subtitle of
Okay,
the show.
Hey,
Griffin,
welcome.
this is so good. Pennyworth is a series about Alfred,
Right.
Batman's butler.
It's
Figured that out.
Yeah.
It is now in it. I thought this thing had been, I thought it got a season, and then everyone was like, what happened?
An
then
origin
it
story
went
for
away.
Alfred?
Today, I see ads for, they're on season 3, HBO Max exclusive, but in season 3, there's a new subtitle, and it is The Origin of Batman's Butler. Now, this is interesting for a couple of reasons. One, Pennyworth is the rare show that's probably better the less you know about it.
Yeah.
Probably once you start thinking about they did a show about Batman's butler, it starts to feel kind of bad to watch. But now, the fact that they're like, we got to get more people in, maybe now we should reveal that this is actually a story about Batman's butler.
Maybe
that we
the
somehow did.
producers just got sick of answering the question like, who? And they're like, it's Batman's butler. And they're like, you know what? We're just going to put it right there on the 10. Don't worry about it.
So is it
We'll make
like
anything.
he like learns how to like make tea and clean up a mess when
No, I think he's maybe like a spy.
Yeah, they've done a lot of retconning with Pennyworth and Pennywise in the last couple years, where it's just like he's a fucking sniper, sharpshooter,
he's
murderer
extremely
guy.
deadly, cool dude.
I like
Anyway, I don't want to know if it's good. If you watch it, I don't want to know. I got lots of things I'm watching. Don't defend it because I've never seen it. I'm not attacking it. I'm saying conceptually ruinous. I don't
Now that
I
I've
don't
said it,
know
though,
how it kept going.
Now that I've said it, though, I would like an Alien versus Predator, Pennyworth v. Pennywise. If we could just work that out, even if it's just animated, I would love that.
This is my butler,
please.
Alfred Pennywise. Yeah, I love
that
that.
scares the shit out of me.
God, has Batman ever fought Pennywise? Two masters
Yes.
of fear.
I'm gonna say
Mono
yes.
e Clowno, just going at it.
I mean, Batman spends a lot of time in the sewer. He's definitely encountered Pennywise
Yeah,
before,
I
right?
bet. How much do you want to bet Batman just like, I can't.
Nope,
I'm just
no,
covering
not
his
today,
eyes
not
like,
today.
I don't see that.
No,
I'm
not
doing
my
it.
fight. No,
I'm not doing it.
nope,
It's
nope,
something
nope.
else.
Let's take a look at the power rankings. One, Scarecrow is Pennywise, and he's kicked his ass before. So, and the other thing is that Pennywise got his ass beat by, I think, like 4 dipshit kids.
Yeah.
Who then grew up to be kind of dipshit adults, and they killed him again. So it's like, and none of them were, let me
Hey,
check.
spoilers.
None of them were Batman. One of them was Bill Hader. So, like, you know, great. Love Bill Hader, but
Not Batman.
yeah. Okay, so Justin here has okay, this is helpful. Let's see.
see
This
him.
is a Quora article. Juice, you found it.
Yeah, it's just called "How Would the Battle Go Between Pennywise and Batman?"
There you go.
And there
Okay.
is no further clarification. It's just like, "What's up?"
Yeah. So, and then there's just like, they agree with me. They fucks up Scarecrow. He scares
Now,
people. He is scarier than Pennywise to a lot of people. So it's like, it's just not
By the
gonna
way, the
work.
article does, in fact, verbatim say, "Here is Batman fucking up Scarecrow."
Yeah. But I would argue that there is a fundamental. This article begins with answer 1. But let me ask you something. It says in an answer, tricky. Is there anything that the vigilante of Gotham, the Dark Knight, is scared of? No. but yes, right? Like,
Yeah,
we
sure.
routinely see Batman fucked up.
Man,
He's afraid of shit.
do all Quora articles have so many fucking kick-ass bitchin' pictures of Batman in them? This fucking article's got like 2
Sorry,
dozen
guys,
bitchin' pictures of Batman in it.
Guys, the first question asker has written how the fight would go. If I may,
Oh, please.
may I?
Yes.
Location,
read the-
Gotham City. Pennywise confronted a homeless kid and said, "Do you want a balloon, little boy?" The boy, seeing Pennywise's wicked smile, started to cry and run away. Pennywise then transformed into a bizarre monster, laughed in a scary voice, and chased the kid to a small and dark
is
alley.
this written in past tense?
Yeah, and it's written in between some of the most fucking radical bitchin' badass Batman pics I've
The
ever
kid
seen.
thought he would be done for until a shadow of a bat suddenly appeared. A bat-shaped logo shone on the dark clouds.
Whoa.
He
These are
was-
bitchin' pictures of Batman. Griffin wasn't lying.
Look at
He was
this
standing
thing.
there on the roof of a house.
Shit,
The
yes.
Dark Knight showed up. Pennywise started roaring angrily. He tried to attack the Cape Crusader, but Batman dodged it all.
Yes, get
the
out of
crazy
there.
clown then received some big sucker punches from Batman, just like this monster right here.
And now there's some cool pictures of Batman beating the ass of some unknown beast.
Killer
Not-
Croc, I would guess.
Maybe Killer Croc. It's not Pennywise, but like I think logic would dictate by the transitive property, if Batman could beat this monster's ass, Pennywise would be dirt in the ground.
Yep.
Taking too much damages, Pennywise growled angrily. Why? Why can't I sense your fear?
Why did you sound like Batman for Pennywise? I guess they do.
I
sound
was trying to
similar.
just do
Yeah.
my villain voice.
Yeah, sure.
I'll take all of you. I'll feast on your flesh as I feed on your fear. Not stopping, Batman took out some explosive.
Oh my God.
batarangs.
Let's look at
yes.
this next picture of Pennywise.
Yeah, Pennywise turned into this mushy potato and begged Batman to spare him.
There's a picture of Pennywise as a mushy potato, and then the next picture is Batman, and over it, in what I think maybe Joker font, it says, "What's wrong? Scared."
And then it says, Batman said this in a cold voice. So, Griffin, if you could again, in a cold voice.
What's wrong? Scared.
Then he finished the clown. I can see this kills.
Oh my God. Guys?
Yeah.
And there's a picture of Batman walking away from what
An
is
explosion.
presumably an explosion that has just killed Pennywise.
He just
He blew up
blew
Pennywise.
him up.
Right next to this, in a box labeled related questions, are: how would an encounter between the Joker and Pennywise play out? How would Batman defeat Pennywise? What if the Joker met Pennywise? Who would win in a fight, Pennywise or the Joker? Who would win, Pennywise, parentheses, it, versus Deadpool? What would happen if
I'll
Superman
tell you-
met Pennywise? Not fought, but if
Yeah.
Superman, I guess, ran into Pennywise at the supermarket?
Yeah, I'll tell you who wins between Pennywise and Deadpool, and that's me at the theater with my kids, having the time of my life, laughing, loving, learning. Darth Vader versus Pennywise, that seems pretty straightforward. I don't know. This is fun. I wish we did a show that was just like fights. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't it be better?
It would be better.
It's just like people fighting.
Yeah,
We
sure.
Tell them who's winning it. Hey, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back with a lot more show. The party's just getting started right after this.